myself in a prison of the things I have not done. Teach me the lessons, clear my eyes that I may see. Fill my heart with compassion, that I may love my enemy. And though the winds of life they blow in four directions, the sacred waters flow into the sea. The eagle flies as high as any mountain. Oh, great Spirit, keep us free. Mother Earth will feed our hunger, Father Sky will love her well, because worthy of a vision that no human tongue can tell. Teach us the lessons, clear our eyes that we may see just what it takes to walk in beauty as we view this secret sea. And though the winds of life they blow in four directions, the sacred waters flow into the sea. The eagle flies as high as any mountain. Oh, great Spirit, keep us free. Brian Harris,
Yeah, but if you've got,
can you tell me what's happening here?
I thought you found one of my pictures. What we're trying to do here is sort out over 500,000 transparencies, that's these things, okay, into some semblance of order to give back to the photographers who contributed the pictures to the photo agency, Impact Photos, over the last 35 years. It's a mammoth task. There's no correct way of doing it. You just got to plough on, and basically we're picking up sheets of transparencies, 20, 25, 24 trannies on a sheet, going through each sheet, pulling out the names of photographers, putting them into piles, resheeting them, putting them into cardboard boxes with their names on, then trying to contact the photographers over the next 8 weeks or so before mid-January and try and get the photographers into London to come and pick up their archive, and the stuff that isn't picked up will probably go to landfill, and that's so sad, because some of this stuff is historically important, some of the stuff is pictures, generic pictures, which may not be as important, except from a social history point of view, they are. So that's what we are trying to do. We're trying to save an archive, trying to save a photo library for the individual photographers and for the good of photography in a way. Well, the Impact Photo Library was put into storage and in the West Country, and we found the photo library in the West Country, and we arranged to get it back here. We were under a certain level of duress, trying to make sure we had control of it. Mainly Philippe Achache, who's one of the founders of Impact, and David Reed, who's also one of the founder members of Impact. They're the directors and the owners of the company. I was just a contributor photographer way back. And, you know, there's not that much commissioned photography at the moment, so in fact if we can give a bit of time to actually saving this. Other photographers have been in, some guys have been in who worked in the photo library, some eminent photographers such as Homer Sykes, Simon Grosset. They've come in, spent a day or 2 days in here to actually try and organise this for the good of other photographers. And there's nothing in it for us. It costs us money, in fact, for fuel and food and God knows what else. But it has to be done.
How long have you got?
We've got 8-week rent on the storage facility here in Queen's Park in West London. But the storage in the West Country, we were under the cosh there. And I got a letter written by the National Union of Journalists to the owners of the library saying you know put a hold on this and give us a chance to actually salvage this for for the nation, for the people who actually contributed and made this stuff. But you know, when you've got 500,000 transparencies, many of the photographers are retired, some of the photographers sadly are no longer with us, some of the photographers are out of the business. Most of the photographers' emails are old, out of date, 20-year-old emails, phone numbers, people have moved on. Some people don't want their material. Some people don't want this stuff back because what are they going to do with it? They've got to scan it, they've got to clean it up, they've got to then put it onto a photo library. So it's actually a bit of a thankless task. I mean, obviously some photographers have come in and said, "Oh well, thank you very much." But I mean, I'm still finding some of my pictures here. I found some photographs only 2 weeks ago of coverage I made in the Sudan and Ethiopia during the famine of the mid-80s, and I've scanned those and put them into another photo library, an online photo library. So that's great. And I've got those transparencies, but there's probably still more material of mine here that I will find, that I will endeavour to get up online. But this is what we can find here in the physical thing. And as I was saying to your students just now, these are physical, you can hold them up to the light, although we're not actually looking at the pictures. But in 20, 30 years time, you guys, or the guys that are going to be in their 50s and 60s when I'm dead and gone, they're going to be looking at hard drives and the cloud, and they're going to be looking at millions, maybe even trillions of images, as against only our 400, 500,000 images. So it's going to be a complete nightmare in the future, unless the filing system works. And how many of your hard drives are going to be working in 20, 30 years time, 10 years time? No. How many of them are going to spin up and actually you can find the material? And is there an index system where you can find it? This is actually quite well indexed because there were staff employed in a very old-fashioned way that would actually write on each transparency. I've got pictures here by a man called Ray Roberts. He's dead now. He used to work for the Sun newspaper. Spain, Madrid, Puerto del Sol. And there's a code number there and the old address of Impact Photos. Then you go to another sheet. This is literally off the top. Spain, La Grande Via by Ray Roberts again. Now these pictures by Ray, for instance, they're going to go. He's dead. His wife is no more. He had no children. And we haven't got the team here, we haven't got the legal expertise where we can start tracking down estates of photographers who have gone. And I suppose in a way, taking a bit of a risk. You know, in 6 months' time, someone comes back and says, "Oh, you know, I'm Ray Roberts' great son. You know, I live in Perth in Australia. Where's my uncle's material? Where's my father's material?" But we're trying to get as much information out on social media, you know, Facebook, emails, just making a racket, and the same as you're doing here, making a short film on this. To get the word out that this stuff is available, and if it isn't claimed by mid-January, it ain't going to be any more.
These are the founder members of Impact. So, left to right, it's Julian Calder, Philippe Achache, Sally Fear, Christopher Cormack,
Ray Roberts,
Alan Lagarsmere, and David Reed, top left. I was one of these founder members of Impact when we set it up in the sort of early 80s. We were a team of editorial photographers that just got together.
Quite some heartstrings this for you, is it?
Well, it is, yes, yeah. But you know, it's got to be done.
Yeah.
We just didn't want it to go to landfill, which it would have done otherwise. So we're getting down to it and doing our best.
The sacred waters flow into the sea. Flies as high as any mountain. Oh, great spirit.